evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and today we're doing something a little bit different with Wraith Online, in that we're not going online. See, this is part one of a two-part special to help celebrate 100 episodes of Wraith Online. And this is episode 99 to help us get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank my 10 favorite Combat League skins. The only rule is that the skins have to be obtainable via the Combat League. I don't have to have these skins because after a Combat League season is finished, you can actually preview what those skins look like. And then part 2 will be a compilation of some of my favorite moments that I've seen during Combat League. Favorite punishes, good combos, crazy moments, that kind of thing. So, without further ado, let's begin with number 10. Number 10 goes to Scarlett's Blood skins from the very first season, the Season of Blood. Now, while I do dig the white skin, and actually no, I like the white skin a little bit more because while the black skin is of like the black and red skin, black and red is just a very cool color combination. I don't know, white and red just kind of work really well, and especially in a game as bloody as Mortal Kombat. Normally you wouldn't want blood on white, but I think in Scarlett's case, she would just love it. And as far as I know, she doesn't really have any, excuse me, black and red is a fairly common thing alongside red and white in her skin motifs, but that's why I think in this case it works particularly well. The only thing is that it's a color scheme that lines up very well with stuff Scarlett already has. So that's why it's at number 10. It's not that it's a bad skin, not at all. It's just that, well, she already has a bunch of skins that have this sort of color scheme. It's not exactly a unique look for her. Not that that's a bad thing, of course. Time to move on to number 9. Number 9 goes to Raiden's Soul Season skin. I believe this is Season 9. There we go. And it's the Green Lightning. That's the only reason why this skin makes the list in the first place. I mean, it's cool that there's a Dark Raiden skin that isn't necessarily, like, bad, because this is a Dark Raiden skin. But the thing that makes this skin for me is the fact that it's the only skin to have Green Lightning when it comes to being on the attack. Look at this. The Red Lightning with Dark Raiden is cool, sure, but it's been done before. I don't think there's been any media that has Green Lightning, though. And it'd be really cool to see future skins for Raiden have Purple Lightning and Yellow Lightning. It frankly surprises me that, especially with the classic Raiden skin, that the lightning isn't color-coded. Like, why isn't it that I can throw on Paladin of Earthrealm and have Purple Lightning? If there is ever one thing that Humbled Protector and Approaching Thunder do for Raiden, it's that in the future it opens up the door to colorful rainbow lightning options, because that would be pretty sweet. Time to move on to number 8. Number 8 goes to a skin I don't actually have, and more specifically, a shader variant that I don't actually have, and it's Eternal Hunger, part of the Dark Money skin pair for Noob Saibot. Now, I don't have this skin because it's actually a demigod tier unlock back in the Season of Greed, where, all the characters got gold-themed skins. Now, Dark Money does make Noob Saibot gold-themed, but a simple color swap to make some of the gold bits white makes for a really cool white Noob Saibot that is, the polar opposite of how we've seen Noob for 20-plus years. And back in the days of Mortal Kombat X, Noob Saibot was actually kind of jokingly teased. He wasn't going to be in the game, but he was kind of teased, in quote, by Head Boon. I keep saying Noob Saibot because that's his name backwards. But Noob was teased with a black and white kitten, and I thought, that is cool. Imagine if Noob Saibot had like a white variant that was completely opposite to how we've seen Noob for, a ridiculously long time. It's just a black ghost. Just to throw things in a little. Also, honorable mention for the Chaos skin, because I love how like glowing sickles look in orange, but of my favorite character skins, it's definitely gonna be Eternal Hunger. So, unfortunately I couldn't get it. Maybe it'll show up in a crypt event sometime soon. But it is what it is. On to number 7. Number 7 goes to Kronika's Huntsman and Time Bandit, the 2 Season of Time skins for Erron Black. Now, in this case, I actually like Kronika's Huntsman more because the armor is white and everything else is black, and it just looks... The way things look, it just doesn't clash nearly as much as the white fabric with the black chunks of armor. And I kind of like this not just because I like how the blue stuff looks and how Erron gets the glowy blue eyes, which you can now see in Friendships, so I don't mind throwing this mask on. And it's not even the fact that that some of the rifles get glowing scopes and patterns, and he has glowing bullets. I mean, glowy stuff is one of my favorite things, but the fact that Erron Black gets a time skin just makes me think of like a time-traveling cowboy bounty hunter type. Way more interesting than the Confederate-looking Season of Blood skins that he got the season prior. And for, this being the second season, any skin that gives me cool fan ideas of like, oh man, what if Erron Black wears this suit because he's traveling through time and going to different places, like big game hunting T-Rexes back in the day. Wouldn't that be sweet? Any skin that could give cool concepts like that is automatically a shout for top 10, and this skin looks damn good doing it. Time for number 6 goes to the Season of Sorcery skin for Liu Kang. Now, the thing about the Season of Sorcery is that they've all got these blue glowy things that just look really cool. But the thing that makes Liu Kang's glowy bits stand apart is that they are on his skin as tattoos. Now, Liu Kang with tattoos is my favorite thing ever. Just because I love the idea that Liu Kang, especially Fire God Liu Kang, the good guy, has such elaborate, really cool tattoo work. And I mean, the body paint and the Day of the Dead skin has made it one of my favorite skins there as well. But for me now, whenever I see Liu Kang without tattoos, I just feel like the design would be missing something. How cool would it be that the pride of the Wuxi has tattoos to show that he is the pride of the Wuxi? Even if he himself is a very modest dude, it's just a rite of passage. And the glowy bits on the tattoos, the tattoo patterns are unique. It's clouds and various sorcery type fightings on the abs. It's like he's got magic washboard abs, and I mean, I'm kind of here for that, I'm not gonna lie. It's time to move on to number 5. Number 5 goes to what I think is actually my favorite Season of Sorcery skin. I mean, Scarlett has a good one too, but Liu Kang is second fiddle to Scorpion. And at first you might think this is just his MK11 version of his classic skin with shiny things. What's up with that? Well, I like to think that this is kind of early Scorpion. Before he kind of gets his iconic colors. Quan Chi puts all of this sorcery on him so that he can stay alive. And the fact that you get glowy bits on certain bits of his spears, and his swords also have, look at how good the swords look with the really bright blue glowy bits. They look like they could cut through just about anything, and that, to me, just screams cool. This is probably my favorite Season of Sorcery skin, and the one I was actually looking forward to the most out of that season, even though Liu Kang's was also really, really good. Time to move on to number 4! Number 4, and there is some bias here, but number 4 goes to the Outworld themed skin for Kotal Khan. The kind of washed out golden look, and the gold, especially on his feathers, kind of just grabbed me with this skin. I like this one. And normally I wasn't too keen on the whole, it looked like everybody was in sepia tone with their skins, but Kotal just kind of pulls it off. I'm not sure if it's just because I really like Kotal Khan, but I think the way the tattoos kind of glow against the washed outness, and the fact that the feathers look like they're made out of like some sort of golden bird beast, or came from some sort of giant golden bird beast, just kind of makes it for me. I wish the totems were brighter though, but that's just me. Blood Offering is also pretty good too. It also has really cool designs with the blue, and the blue feathers fit Kotal's design a lot better. But both of these skins, to me, kind of just make the Outworld season look better than it actually should, and that is why it's at number 4. Time, however, for number 3! Number 3 goes to Collector. Now, personally, I am not the biggest fan of Collector, not by a landslide. I get what they were trying to go for, kind of a 6-armed enforcer of Shao Kahn, but I don't know. The concept is cool, but it feels like it just kind of fell flat on its face just a little bit. He seems a little bit too sneaky for a guy with 6 arms. But I love his Season of Time skins, mostly because if you look at them, it's part of his like royal, like uber decked out skin series, which is probably my favorite look for Collector. And the fact that everything just looks even more precious than some of the other versions of the skin. For instance, the main version, which does look really cool. I don't know why I had to accept it to have a look. But Collector of Time takes that concept, pardon the pun, to 11, and I really like that about this skin. Kind of a little bit of shout-outs to the Outworld skin too. It just kind of looks more foreboding than most of the other full mask skins. But of all of his Combat League skins, I think Collector's is my favorite. Time for the runner-up. Number 2 actually goes to one of the more controversial picks. I really like Season of Blood Katana. For the similar reasons that I noted for Season of Blood Scarlett. You know, the colors look really good together. But Katana is usually associated with blue. So seeing her pull off red and white in particular this well kind of made me go, oh, I really want to go hunt down this skin. I don't remember if it was like a challenge skin though, because this was Season 1 and I don't have it, and it's the only season I don't actually have on record because I didn't record Season 1. So I don't actually fully remember if when and how I got this, but I know that I didn't get Aaron Black's because it was in Demigod, and that was just not worth it. But Edenian Pulse and Blood Condom, I just really like, and it helps that it keeps some of the masks red, especially this full face mask, which is probably my favorite mask that Katana has ever had. So that may be number 2, but my definite number 1 favorite Season of Chaos Frost. Wow, Season of Chaos Frost. Now, I know Frost's cybernetic design has been a little bit controversial for the past little while, but honestly, I really like this design, this whole concept with Frost. It epitomizes her rebellious nature to a T to me. I mean, Sub-Zero hates the whole concept of cyberization, so what does Frost do? Cyberize the hell out of herself, presumably just to piss off Sub-Zero. It makes sense for her to do this, to kind of better herself cybernetically so that she can trump Sub-Zero and prove, yeah, I'm actually the best and I know what I'm doing, so don't lecture me, right? And with the Season of Chaos, I feel like I don't know, with the glowy gold elements, it just feels like she's got more power flowing through her than even she would know what to do with. And that's why, for me, even though I don't actually have it hooked on anything, just because I like some of Frost's other skins more, this, for me, is my favorite Combat League skin in all of Mortal Kombat 11. At least that we've seen so far. Some of the other ones that have been leaked so far have looked pretty good, but I felt like it would be unfair for me to be like, oh, I'm going to throw on these skins that we can't actually get yet. So, I want to know what your favorite Combat League skins are. It doesn't have to be a top 10. Top 10s do take a little while to kind of come up with. It could even be just a top 3. But, your favorite Combat League skins, let me know what they are down in the comments below. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you guys on the other side.